Hello and welcome everyone to our Mini Beer Intech Compact webinar. My name is Michael Meyer and I'm currently training manager at Mini Beer Intech. Before we start our today's webinar, I would like to introduce a few little details so we make sure to have a very good and comfortable session today. First of all, you probably recognize that all of your microphones are muted. And this is by purpose. This allows us to fully concentrate on our speaker, which we will introduce in a few seconds. Second, you probably remember in our invitation that we really asked for your participation during this event by sending in your questions, maybe concerns, or maybe even feedback. To do this, please use the chat box you'll find on the bottom of the GoToWebinar tool we are using. I personally will be in the background and support your visit today all along the session. And today we expect probably around 25-30 minutes of presentation, and later on we will have a 15 minutes Q&A session where we will use the questions you send in to discuss them together with our today's speaker. So let's, I think, move forward, not stay in introduction, and welcome our speaker for today, Matthias Rehren. Thank you for joining us, Matthias.
Thank you very much, Michael, and hello to everybody. I'm glad to present to you today one of our recent products, the Novego hygienic weighing module. I'm Matthias Rehren. I'm responsible for the global OEM and key account business. And today it's here in Hamburg, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We have sunny sky with some clouds, and I wish you a good morning or a good night wherever you are in Europe, in the United States, Americas, or in Asia. So the title of today's webinar is Innovative, Hygienic, Precise and Easy to Install Novego Weighing Module. I will show you what you can expect during the next 25 minutes. First, I will tell you the background, why we developed this product. Then followed by typical applications where the product can be used for. The next will be, I will talk about a little bit about the design, the hygienic aspects of the products. Then the material, the special steel which it is made from. The precision, which is a major quality feature of Novego. Then the possibilities and capabilities to install the load cell. The mounting accessories which are available to integrate the product into a mechanical structure. And finally, accessories like cable, junction box and transmitters to make a complete measuring chain. Why Novego? Why this product? In the hygienic sensitive industries, we see an increasing demand for hygienic solutions. The weighing industry has been really conservative in offering hygienic solutions so far. Although we as Mini Beer Intech have started already more than 10 years ago to launch the first hygienic load cell. After a couple of years, we found that we need something which is smaller, which is lower in capacity, and also more competitive. Excuse me, I have to change a setting here. Okay. The load cell Novego is designed for applications in the food and pharma industry mainly. It covers a medium range from 125 kg up to 2 tons load cell capacity. So you can weigh vessels with a capacity starting from 100 kilogram net load up to 6 tons or maximum 8 tons. All modules, all capacity classes have the same dimensions. So there is no shift of dimensions between the 125 kg up to 2 tons. Our focus has been very much, among other aspects, on an easy installation, and I will dedicate a separate chapter to that. The whole module has been engineered and manufactured and is manufactured with German precision here in Hamburg in our plant. Although I have to make this one here again. For which application Novego does fit for? It has been designed for the pharma and food industry, but it also provides benefit to other industries as well to its design and performance. For example, it fits also to the chemical and cosmetics industry, where cleanability is interesting and where a smooth design is required, and an easy installation into lower capacity processes is required. So here you see examples of applications. On the left side, a typical storage vessel. Another example would be a mixer, where components are dosed, added, mixed together. On the right side, you see a big bag filling station or a discharge station, which requires robust weighing products because side forces are created and lift-off forces are created. And therefore, Novego fulfills these conditions. The design is really unit. And I can ask you, if you look at the photo, is it a load cell or is it a vessel foot? In hygienically sensitive industry, more and more vessels are equipped with pipes and fittings in hygienic design. Even parts which are not in direct contact with the products become more and more relevant to be hygienically designed for easy cleanability. For the first time, a high precision weighing module is offered at the shape of a vessel foot. So if you look at that, it is quite similar looking as a vessel foot which will be drilled to the floor. We have designed Novego according to the EHEDG guidelines. EHEDG means European Hygienic Engineering Design Group. And this group defines criteria for products in the industry, in the processing industry, which are called hygienic. First is to mention the features or the design which makes it easy to clean. We have paid a lot of design work and engineering hours on the minimization of horizontal surfaces, which facilitates self-draining. So if you look at the shape, you will find that the bottom is inclining and that there is only a horizontal surface which is connected to the top, to the vessel's leg, and at the bottom to the floor. Low surface roughness provides minimal surface area against the adhesion of dirt, and adhesion of dirt can also lead to bacterial contamination. Therefore, we designed and we manufactured the Novego with a surface roughness of 0.8 micrometer. At the top and at the bottom, the gaps which are between the load cell module and the vessel's foot and the floor are filled with two gaskets made of FDA compliant silicone. So there you have a proper sealing so that dirt and water cannot penetrate. Moreover, most of the screws and threads are invisible, as the integration and the fixing of the module is done either from the bottom or from the top. So you won't see any screws and threads from the outside. Moreover, you don't see any cavities which can accumulate liquids. Besides the hygienic features, surface roughness, inclination, and so on, and no threads, the product itself is secured against penetration of water and humidity by a high ingress protection. As all of Minebea Intec premium products, the IP rating is IP68 and IP69. IP68 in this case means that you can immerse the product 1.5 meter in water for a duration of 10,000 hours. And IP69 means that you can clean the product with a high pressure water jet from a certain angle for a certain time period. After looking at the hygienic features, coming to the material, the seal quality. Many load cells are made of typical seal quality, which is called AISI 630 or 17.4 pH or DIN 14542. This steel is good for precision, but it is not so good in corrosion resistance. And for Novego, we use a higher grade steel, which is less corrosive. And this steel has a 46% higher corrosion resistance. How is it tested? It is tested by putting the steel into aggressive media like acids or salts, saline liquids, and you measure the quantity of pits on a certain area of that steel and compare it with other steel qualities. So by this we can say, compared to the AISI 360, the Novego has a 46% higher corrosion resistance, which allows to clean it or to withstand a cleaning with higher, with a more aggressive cleaning agents. Hygiene, material quality, robustness are one aspect of the product. Another one which is expected, which a load cell has to fulfill, is the precision. Novego is precise even when it gets bumpy. By bumpy is meant vibrations can cause side forces to the load cells and shocks to the load cells. Mixers can cause side forces to the weighing technology. And if this is not absorbed properly, this can lead to quality variations. Novego load cells keeps their precision even at side loads up to 20% of the nominal load. We will see that in the next picture. How is this achieved? The accuracy at side forces is achieved by this pendulum foot mechanism, which you see at the left side. You see there a pendulum foot, which is suitable for rack mounting, with a pin at the top. And this pin is movable, it is flexible, and can be pushed to the left and to the right, into all directions, 360 degrees around. By this, lateral forces can be absorbed reliably up to 20% of the nominal load. This means that up to 2 kilonewton for a 1 ton load cell, no loss in precision has to be observed or has to be expected. Yeah? Whereas other load cell types react very sensitive on the minimum side forces already, Novego keeps its precision up to 20% of the nominal load. Moreover, the weighing module is safe to weigh, or is safe to weigh up to 100% of the nominal load. That means it tolerates a side force of 100%, 1 ton, at a 1 ton load cell. So this is a typical safety design or safety figure. The precision is achieved by an innovative strain gauge technology. We install 6 strain gauges to ensure the maximum precision. And we use these 6 strain gauges to absorb the horizontal forces from all directions. All these Novego load cells are available in accuracy class C3. The precision figures of each load cell are documented in a data sheet, in a calibration certificate, which leaves the factory with a load cell together. And this is unique for each load cell and contains the data which are typical for this load cell. It helps to calibrate the transmitter or indicator just by load cell data. We now look at the installation features, how easy it is to install. We provide a range of mounting accessories which allow an installation in any structure. In any structure means on the floor, in a frame, on a mezzanine. And I will show you a variety of components which fulfills this. Conventional mounting kits, as you know them, are designed rectangularly and they need to be positioned exactly. Otherwise, incorrect measuring results may occur. Novego facilitates the installation, however, due to its symmetric design, because it's round and it doesn't play a role whether you position it in that position or just twist it a little bit. This is not the case with the rectangular mounting kits. Moreover, we offer a kit which allows to center the load cell after installation in the vertical direction. So this is a transport and positioning kit. For the compensation of large height differences between the legs of a vessel, which can occur for legs with more than 3 vessels, for vessels with more than 3 legs, or at a strong inclination, we offer a special height adjuster, height adapter, which compensates height differences of up to 8 centimeters. Just by a twist, you twist this adapter and you can adapt the height like with a normal threaded screw. In the food and pharma industry, quite often floors are inclining, and this is good to clean the floor, but it is not good for the precision of a weighing system, because if the weighing system is misaligned out of the center, it will lead to inaccurate weighing results. The Novego concept provides a foot for inclining floor installation. And here you see that this special foot allows to compensate an inclination of up to 3 degrees, where water can run off, but the weighing system keeps its vertical and horizontal position. Conventional mounting accessories always require the adaptation of the vessel leg. So the vessel leg needs to be designed in a certain way. Novego allows a much higher flexibility and makes it easier to adapt to existing structures. The parts, the accessories, always fit to the vessel design. The weighing module consists of an adapter plate, load cell, and pendulum foot. You see that here on the picture, the adapter plate at the top, the load cell in the middle, and the pendulum foot at the bottom. There are 3 types of pendulum feet available, which allow a seamless installation on the floor or on a rack. And these are the 3 pendulum feet for the different installation positions. On the left side, you see the rack-mounted pendulum foot. In the middle, you see the solution for the floor mount. And on the right side, it's also a floor mount solution, but for inclining floors with a compensation of up to 3 degrees. I want to show you this now in reality. I want to show you 3 of these items here. On that side, we have the Novego module, Novego load cell without an adapter plate, with a rack-mounted foot. For rack mounting, you see here also there are some threads at the bottom to fix the mounting part at the bottom. This can be positioned by this wooden transport and positioning kit, which is put around the load cell to center it. This can be used to prevent it from shocks during the transport and position the load cell during the stability. In the middle, this is the version for floor mounting. Here you have 3 holes to fix it to the bottom and another silicon gasket. On top, you also see the adapter to fix it to a vessel's leg with just one threaded bolt. And on this side, you see the height adapter, which allows to adjust the height just by twisting it up and down. Let's summarize the benefits of the load cell, the Novego. The development of Novego has been done in accordance with the stringent design standards of the European Hygienic Engineering and Design Group. So we follow the guidelines of hygienic design. Because of their symmetric design, Novego load cells are easy to install. A transport and installation tool can be supplied with each load cell. Due to the advanced strain gauge layout, all Novego load cells are less sensitive to side forces at 360 degrees. And at next, several smart accessories for the integration are available. For example, inclining floors can be leveled up to 3 degrees with a floor inclination foot. All Novego load cells keep their specified accuracy figures. We as Minebea Intec hold OML and NTEP approvals. And the Novego load cells are developed and manufactured and calibrated in Germany. In the last minutes, I would like you to give you an overview about accessories, which we also provide to create a complete measuring chain. At first, the cables of 3 load cells or 4 load cells are connected in a junction box to sum up the signal. And here you see an example of a stainless steel junction box made of AISI 304, also in protection class IP68 and IP69K. The junction box inside provides an enduring wiring concept with consistent color coding. That means you have different sockets for the different types of wires, red, green, gray, and so on, and you can connect the appropriate wire of the load cell directly to the right color in the socket, just by a clamp. Very easy, without screws, and this is just understandable without a manual. A special board design provides stable and reliable signal transmission without creating any short circuits. This is supported also by a membrane for pressure compensation, which prevents from humidity excess, but allows the penetration of air. Also, the junction box is designed according to EHEDG requirements. The installation or extension cable is installed between the junction box and the transmitter. Our extension cable consists of a 6-wire cable, which is made from thermoplastic elastomer, which is PVC-free and very robust and resistant against UV, radiation, and chemicals. 2 of the wires, the measuring wires, are single shielded, and all 6 wires are shielded with a steel mesh, a common steel mesh together. So the measuring wires are double shielded in that way. The signal transmission can be up to 300 meters without a loss in signal or an analog signal. The cable is also available in armored version, that means a stronger shielding with an additional coating, and an exproof version. A very important instrument to complete the measuring chain is the weighing transmitter. The weighing transmitter amplifies and digitalizes the weighing signal coming from the load cell. It provides filtering, and it provides a lot of connectivity option to connect the signal and transfer the signal to a PLC, for example, to a PC, a printer, or remote display. The range of rail mount transmitters Minebea Intec is offering provides a usable resolution of 120,000 increments It allows a convenient, efficient scale calibration in 1 minute without weights. We call that smart calibration. You can configure it remotely and also upload the various service information through an integrated website in the transmitter. Moreover, it comes with a one-component batching and filling application, which is called EasyFill, which allows to dose liquids, powders, and granules from a configurable with a configurable target with tolerance and overshoot value. The slim design allows space-saving installation in a DIN top-hat rails. Multiple data interfaces allow easy integration into process control systems and direct connection of a remote display. You see a choice of connectivity options on the right side, like Modbus TCP, Profibus, DeviceNet, Profinet, and Ethernet IP. The same concept, but in another housing, is offered with a field housing transmitter PR5230. This weight transmitter offers the same specification as the PR5220 rail mount transmitter, but with the following differences. Electropolished stainless steel is made for the housing for fast cleaning and high chemical resistance. The integrated graphic display enables a direct status monitoring, where you can see the most important functions, but there are no keys to manipulate the instrument. The transmitter can be installed in a hazardous environment and supply also to X-Zone 1. Multiple options allow the customer the individual configuration of the transmitter by opening the cover, the lid, and integrating different cards for connectivity options. And last but not least, up to 4 load cells can be connected directly to the transmitter without using a cable junction box, just by a junction card. This information has been put together in a comprehensive guide. We call it how-to guide, which can be downloaded from our website at www.minibea-intec.com. You just have to search for it and can get this information there. And at last, I can point out to the next webinar, which is also dealing with Novego, but from an installation perspective. This is more interesting for engineers and service technicians, and this will be in about 1 month, 20th of October. You can find the data and the invitation on our homepage. So that's my part for now, for the moment. Now it's up to you to raise your questions, and I hope to answer them quickly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Matthias, for the presentation you have held. And thank you very much also for pointing out the webinars we are holding in the future, and especially the one which maybe can represent a second part or follow-up part on this presentation. We have received a few questions, but before we start, maybe one question I would like to answer on my own. Somebody asked for the presentation you have held, if we can send him the presentation. Yes, of course, we can send the presentation to you, but the easiest way would be if you check in the tool you use for this GoToWebinar, you will find the presentation already uploaded, ready for download immediately. But of course, for the persons who want them to be sent it by email, I will do this at the end of today's event. Matthias, coming to your first questions. So basically, is there maybe a chance you can go back into your presentation to the slide where you describe the benefit of the 360-degree constrainer and what the main difference is? Because it was not 100% clear what exactly is the benefit of this form compared to, for example, horizontal rods.
Okay. I think this slide is meant.
Yeah, exactly.
As you see it on the right side, the right picture, where the load cell is shown from the top, you see the introduction of side forces from all from 4 directions. You can also say from all directions, 360 degrees. And the pendulum foot mechanism of the Novego provides a restoring force. That means it works like a horizontal constrainer, but from all directions. A horizontal constrainer can only effectively work in one direction. This is the longitudinal direction where it is installed at. Yeah? But with a Novego system, you have this restoring force, means a structural safety of 100% of the nominal load from any direction. So that makes it stronger than a constrainer system with horizontal constrainers, let's say with 3 load cells, where each load cell, where each mounting kit and each constrainer takes up a part of the side load. Here, the side load will be fully compensated at each weighing module from any direction.
Thank you very much.
And maybe to add this, maybe this was a little bit confusing. The module works safely without damage up to 100% of the nominal load. That means a 1 ton weighing module works safe up to a 1 ton side load, which is equivalent to 10 kilonewton. Yeah? But up to 20%, the precision, the C3 OML precision is maintained from any direction. That means 2 kilonewton side forces from any direction on the weighing module, it is still keeping the accuracy figures.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Talking also about those limits, can you maybe, do you know the limits, the brake limits for the, for example, the uplift forces for the Novego?
The uplift forces for the Novego might be in a range of about 1 ton as well, but I'm not absolutely sure. I don't have these figures in mind.
Don't worry, we will make sure to also share the data sheet to.
I could open the data sheet right now, but I can send these information also to the recipient after the webinar.
Thank you very much. Maybe a simple question. You showed us the Novego load cell. Are all load cells the same size? So you know we have different weighings, loads depending on the maximum weight. Are they different sizes? Are they all the same size? What do we have to expect on this?
Okay, as I have mentioned, all load cells and feet have the same size, independent from the capacity, from 125 kg up to 2 tons. Yeah? So we have two different feet design, one for the floor mounting, one for the rack mounting. These of course have a different diameter, therefore you can say, yeah, this is a different size. But over the capacities, it is the same size, and also the height between the different mounting accessories is identical. So the height with the floor mounting foot and the height with the rack mounting foot is identical. It's about 100 mm.
Yeah, thank you, Matthias. Let's maybe talk about the beautiful blue gasket. I have received several questions on the gasket, and let's start maybe with a simple one. The blue gasket itself, is it food grade, FDA conform? Is there anything about the safety concerns? Do you know more about this?
Mm-hmm. It is food and FDA pharma compliant. Yeah. So it is the, let's say, the standard which is used for pharmaceutical applications. Therefore, it is also applicable for the food industry. There is no difference, and if you want, or if the auditor wants to receive more information about the material, we can also send that in addition.
Regarding the blue gasket, what about wearing and maintenance of this sealing? Is there wearing? Is there long-term, short-term wearing? It would be interesting to have more details on this. Mm-hmm. Or maybe we even exchange it regularly?
No. No, there is no limiting, let's say, no lifetime limit given for the silicon part. It is not advised to replace it annually or every second year. It will last over the lifetime of the load cell.
One question which is not only referring on the gasket, but the scope of delivery. Can you maybe give us a bit more details? For example, if the gasket is always included, is it separately? And also the scope of delivery for the feet and the height adjuster. What exactly is the bundle you can get? Is it like one piece for all? And what are the steps in between?
Okay, I will switch the camera and to the table.
Perfect, thank you.
So all these components can be ordered separately. With the foot, you will also get the gasket, of course. Yeah. With the top adapter, you also get the gasket. Yeah. And it depends on what is ordered, but the gaskets are delivered as standard scope of delivery. Also, this wooden transport and positioning kit will be delivered with each module, with each weighing module. Yeah. But the sensor can be ordered separately, which does not make sense, only as a spare part. Otherwise, it will be ordered usually as a combination of foot and sensor, and then comes this wooden part. This is an option, the height adjuster, which is an optional part. Yeah, which can be ordered separately, or also instead of the adapter plate alone, together with the load cell and the foot. So as a complete system. This is available as a single component and as a combination, of course. But there is no, let's say, there is no pre-configured kit generally available.
That's good news. Thank you, Matthias. And also good news for you. Currently, I have only 2 questions left, if no new questions comes into the chat. So from a current point of view, the one of the 2 last questions. What is the limit for the transport for the load cell? So do the load cell need to be installed after the transport of the process vessel, or maybe can I already have the load cell installed on the process vessel and then transport it completely, or is there a danger of destroying or breaking the load cell? And please do not forget to switch back your camera on your first and main position.
Oh yes, thank you. Oops. Hi, here I am again. Okay. The question was if the load cell can be installed prior to the transport at the vessel, and then the vessel can be shipped. Yes, it can be done like that, as the transport protection kit is available. You can install the load cell. You can attach the protection kit, and the protection kit, I guess, also has a usable load up to 1 ton or so to protect the load cell from overloading. So of course you should not transport a tank with a filling with some content inside, which is not normal. Yeah, I would say. But yes, it is designed for that. However, of course, there is a physical limit of the transport protection, and this should not be exceeded during a road transport, for example.
Thank you very much. Coming to the last question. One of our customers seems to know about Connex and is asking if the Novego load cells are compatible with Connex, and if you would recommend it, what the benefits are. Maybe some statement about that.
I cannot give a clear yes or no here, because we have not published or launched this. I can only give some statements about the benefits of Connex digital weighing modules in general, and this These benefits are, what I would see personally, is of course a monitoring of the functionality of the load cell and let's say the well-being of the load cell. Is the load cell working properly, or is it dead? As you can see immediately, you can also see the weight distribution of different load cells, so you can see if the load in a vessel is equally distributed. Yeah? These are the main benefits from a digital weighing system.
You said you haven't launched it. Out of curiosity, is it planned?
You have to ask our product managers this.
Okay.
Good question.
I will try to trick you. Okay, perfectly. Matthias, thank you very much for your presentation. I will make sure after this presentation that also all the answers will be also sent by written to the people from the audience who have asked the questions to make sure they receive the answer properly. Thank you for joining our today's webinar. Matthias, I hope to see you soon again in one of the webinars and maybe a new presentation. And I also hope to see our audience again, maybe of one of our future webinars. Just go on the MiniBA Intech homepage, check for service. You will find then webinars and all the dates, all the events we have in the future, and also the recordings of the events from the past. So just check out and let us know if you are interested to join again. Matthias, thank you very much. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you to the auditory. Goodbye. Bye-bye.